Hey, Cliff. Hey.
All right, I really like to bake stuff, but this is a really easy recipe. So we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna show you guys my stuff that we're working with here. Clear picture. So first, I found a recipe online. So that's always and Andres posted it on there. So the first thing we have to do is, what do you guys think the first thing you have to do when you bake is? Besides wash your hands. I already did that.
Turn the oven on.
Turn the oven on. Good job, Garcia. So I'm gonna come over here and turn on my oven so that it can warm up. So
Okay, what time?
I see Andrew Garcia has like a little attachment behind his head.
Yeah, exactly.
What temperature did it turn it on?
350 degrees.
All right.
350. So then we're gonna peel our bananas and put them in the mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can use a bowl and mash them up. It's really simple. Bananas are pretty soft. I just like to use the mixer because it makes everything in one bowl, so you have less dishes to clean. I'm all for cleaning less dishes. I should say my kids are, because they generally have to do dishes.
Today.
Good.
So, who's ever made bread before? Has anybody ever made bread before?
No.
This is different than like
I've bought bread before.
Have you eaten bread before, Garcia?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, throw my banana peels away. So I'm gonna turn my mixer on, so it's gonna be kind of loud for a second. And if you're doing it, you just want to mash the bananas all up until it's all nice and mushy. Like it was like baby food, kind of.
I'm like talking first. Hey, Chris.
So it's pretty.
Hey, Chris.
Easy. Yes.
Does the color blue matches your team color?
Yeah, it does. My mixer matches my team colors. Isn't that nice, Brent? I kind of like that. Shannon's hair is Shannon's dyeing her hair my team colors too, because she's gonna change the team.
Friday here.
It's Friday.
So in honor of Mookie Betts.
It's gonna be Saturday pretty soon anyway.
All right. So after you mash the bananas, you're gonna pour in the melted butter. I've already melted it, just because it was easier to do it ahead of time. But if you haven't, just melt it for like 30 seconds. It's pretty quick. And I can post the recipe on Facebook later.
That's always the fun part, right?
Get Andrew to make it.
You just want to mix that until it's kind of mixed all together.
Hi, John.
And then the next thing you're going to start adding is sugar, eggs, and vanilla. So the first thing we'll do is we will add so it says 3/4 cup of sugar. I tend to add a little bit less just because that's a lot of sugar. So I usually use about a 1/2 cup. But if you want to use the 3/4 of a cup, you can do that. I've already measured that. So I'm going to pour that in. And then 1 egg that I had to put it in a bowl because we had to beat the egg already. If you do that, then you don't end up with like the egg being separated.
Otherwise, not so good.
Yeah. And I'm just going to use the little spatula to get that all out of the bowl. Then let's see, what's the next thing? What did I say? I said sugar, eggs, and anybody remember?
Cocoa powder.
Vanilla. So we're going to measure out a teaspoon of vanilla.
So Andres.
Yeah.
Andres, what's up?
Okay. And then you'll want to mix it again. So you want to mix all those things in until they're nice and smooth. You can go upstairs.
Isn't it? Right?
Alex.
All right. So then the next thing we're going to do is baking soda. So you guys have this at home, baking soda? Most people have it around their house.
Yeah.
And then baking powder. And then you add a little bit of some cinnamon. Cinnamon's always good. Some salt
It's the cake.
and
Salt and pepper.
You make it quick.
no, I wouldn't add pepper. That might be kind of weird. But I mean, you can try it, Garcia, and let me know how that goes. So
Some people have their like so probably could be on a diet with
you're
it,
just,
right?
you're just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
sprinkle those things
Yeah.
across the top. The baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt. Mix that just a little bit. Andreas, how is your guys' coming?
100.
Oh, it's a mess right now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. The next thing we're gonna add is flour, which is probably your main ingredient in any bread, whether you're making like regular sandwich bread or sweet bread like this. Or has anybody ever had zucchini bread? That's another bread that is pretty. So it's made similar.
I just like regular.
Right.
Yum. We love zucchini bread.
So when you're mixing the flour in your mixer, you have to be careful. If you just turn it on really high, your flour is going to go everywhere. And let me tell you, it makes a mess. So you want to just do it
Good.
really low and kind of mix it in slowly.
Well, maybe.
Get it not so good, right?
Yeah. Because otherwise you end up with a really big mess. And then somebody has to clean it up.
It would
Like-
go all over
Like Andres.
here.
Who's ever had banana bread? Has everybody had banana bread before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had banana cake, but I haven't banana bread.
Cake, I mean, cake is similar to bread, how you make it, just probably more sugar. So, yeah.
Someone.
I've never had a banana cake. Okay, so then you mix all that in, mix it all up until all the ingredients are nice and mixed.
Whatever.
I'll show you
Yes.
guys what it looks like. Try not to drip this across my blender thing across my camera.
Hard across the room.
So the next, here, let me show you guys what it looks like.
Todd across the room, she was picking up.
It's kind of like a gooey mess,
Like
but
here.
I mean, it works. We understand that. So the next thing on the recipe list calls for walnuts, but I'm allergic to walnuts, so I'm not adding walnuts.
I didn't know that. I didn't
Instead,
think I'd
my
do that.
kids like when I add, you guys know what that is? Chocolate chips. So my kids like when I add chocolate chips to banana bread. It's a good alternative.
Oh my God.
So,
Chips.
'cause
Banana
no
bread
walnuts are
cake.
allowed in our house.
Well, Chris, sometimes it can be their likes or dislikes or something.
There can be.
It's only, or it could, someone
But
could
you
be on a
can add
diet.
any kind of nuts. I've added pecans to breads before, or there's all kinds of different nuts you can add. Peanuts are actually really good in banana bread. But
Yes.
today we're gonna go with some chocolate chips.
Yeah.
So then the next step is we're gonna put it into our whatever baking dish you're gonna use. I'm gonna use a bread pan, but you wanna spray it first so that when it goes in the oven, you don't end up
definitely.
with it sticking to it, right? Because you don't want that. So I'm gonna spray it the sides and the bottom so that it's nice and comes out nice and smooth. And then you're just going to, here, let me fix my, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I have my bowl. I'm just gonna, the nice thing about these spatulas is it helps you just get everything out of the bowl and into the pan.
Out to the pan.
And then you just put it in there.
Put in there.
So,
Just put in there.
so does everybody know that next Friday is Buddy Club?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Awesome. Brent, what is the theme of Buddy Club? You tell everybody, because I heard you say it earlier.
It's going to be a beach party.
That's right. We were just talking about the other day that our luau was last year right about this time. So So then the next, if your oven is up to temperature, which mine is, it beeped at me. Mine beeps at you to tell you it's up to the right temperature. You just want to put this in your oven. Put it just in the center of the rack. And then set your timer. If you forget to set the timer like I do, then you tend to burn things because you forget what you're doing. So I try to always set my timer when I'm baking.
Yes, sir.
And the recipe says to cook it for like 50 to 60 minutes. It generally will probably take closer to the 60 minutes. So you want to set your timer. So that's an hour. That's a long time. But I'll show you guys what it comes out looking like. So I made some last night so you guys could see.
Sorry.
It smells like bananas. It smells really good. But
Chris,
this is something I made last night. Yes.
are you gonna text it to my sister?
Yes, I couldn't.
Yes, I'll text the recipe to your sister.
No, the cup.
The what?
The buddy cup. You can speak
Oh,
to it.
yeah. Yeah. And I'll text it to her, and it's also on Facebook. She can always
Yeah, but can you text it to her?
yeah. I see in the chat somebody asked what we're supposed to wear to Buddy Club next week. Beach attire, whatever you'd wear to the beach. Probably like some sunglasses, some flip-flops, maybe a floppy hat. If you have a
Hawaiian
luau
shirt.
shirt, a Hawaiian shirt would be great if you have one. Hawaiian shirts are good. Let's see Andreas's what he's got going on over there.
Sunglasses.
Andre.
Oh
Hello,
yeah,
everybody.
It's coming along.
perfect. He's got some little helpers. That's nice.
Oh, damn.
Well, and he's also got his lovely wife helping him. But
Yeah.
And I'll use your phone while you use my phone.
All right, yeah, unlock my phone too. Oh, it's already unlocked.
Andres' sister.
It is just me.
yeah, who's doing anything fun this weekend, you guys?
Nothing. Close.
Nothing. What's something fun you could do at your house? I know we spent a lot of time at home, but what's some stuff you guys could do at your house?
Playing Uno with my roommate. Probably swimming pool.
Swimming pool,
Play
yeah.
on the
You have a
iPad.
swimming pool.
Crafting, swimming.
Yep. Crafting and swimming, those are good options.
Alexander's
Alexander's
gonna go
Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah,
Alexander's gonna go to Golden Gate Bridge.
nice.
I
Very
play
cool.
games.
I think we're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna go hiking and play in the water at the river, because you can still socially distance from people and get outside and do some fun stuff.
Hi.
We might go to Pinecrest.
Oh,
Golden
Pinecrest
Gate.
is nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I had for class day, because you don't want to wait around for an hour for the bread to bake. So, but who else has something they'd like to add to class today?
Well, we just put ours in the oven, so now we have to wait for an hour.
Yep. And it'll make your house smell really good.
Andre.
Huh?
Questions for Chris?
No.
What's that?
Anyone have any questions for Chris? No? No questions?
No.
Awesome.
Huh?
Any
Okay.
karaoke or something?
Well, thank you, Chris. Thanks for class today.
Hey, I'm happy I could get on today.
It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank
You guys
you.
have a good weekend.
Thanks,
We
you too.
will.